driving for a year, and it really just didn't feel that different from being 17.
It really did. Like, really the only thing that was different was we could vote if you were allowed.
Yeah, but that was like for 20 minutes of my life.
Yeah, and then you can buy cigarettes legally, and you're eligible to...
Which is not like I'm going to start smoking anyway.
Like, welcome to your new smoking addiction. Alright, hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Carson Schroller here, and this is our very first episode of the Liminal Podcast. Liminal? I don't know, it's a weird word to say. I'll explain what that means in a minute. But it's nice to see you guys again. If you guys don't know me, I'm Carson. I assume most of you do know me because I'm not that famous. So, and if you guys do know me, hi. I know that I haven't seen a lot of you in a while, and I thought I might as well show my face. But so this is my video podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast. I always thought it would be fun, and I figured, why not do a video podcast? Because there aren't that many out there. So here we are. But I'm going right now. I am going to pick up a good old friend of mine. Most of you probably know him. He's just an all-around great guy. Loves God. Sincere with everyone. Not afraid to be himself. And he's a great first guest, I would think. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And here we go in the first ever Liminal Hour podcast. There he is. What is up?
I'm so tired. It was rough.
Well, we're rolling. Say hi.
Oh, hi.
So let me explain this. Also, you want to get coffee or another drink? I always get a drink, I think.
We can get coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this. Have you ever had Scooters?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, well, I had a bagel from there once.
But not coffee?
No, not coffee.
Okay, we're gonna head there. Let me explain this a little bit. So I'm calling it the Liminal. I think I've got the whole.
You do?
I'm calling it the Liminal Hour podcast.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a real hour because that's kind of a long time. But I mean, I don't really have a time frame on this, so we'll just kind of see how it goes.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't come up with the name. Emma Callahan did. I don't think you know her, but she's like that. But I think liminal means, I looked it up just so she wasn't lying. Means the space between two places, and since like a car, you're going between spaces, and I couldn't come up with anything better than that, so that's what I'm using as of now.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
But yeah, so how have you been? It's been the first time I've seen you in 2021.
It hasn't been that long.
I mean, it's been a while.
It has been a little bit. I mean,
Time of the year.
yeah.
Yeah.
But are you doing track?
I am.
Like, are you going to in-person practices?
Yes.
Swag.
I decided to not continue doing swim because I hadn't been to practice in like a month.
Yeah.
And there weren't that many meets this year because everything is unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, I might as well just not do it.
Swim is boo-boo anyway.
Yeah, we had our first practice yesterday. We just ran easy 25 minutes, and it felt pretty bad.
You went yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you there when I went, so.
Well, yeah, I didn't show up till 3. Yeah, I missed the meeting. But, yeah, it was not fun. Getting back into shape for running is one of the worst things.
Honestly.
Ever. But, soccer team we did run by them. They ran, I think, 3 miles.
Ew.
Yeah, and they looked like they were struggling too. Yeah, but I saw a lot of the old people, Mason and Keegan and Cole. I'm gonna miss them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird not seeing them around anymore.
The dudes, the bros.
Yeah, gosh.
It makes me pretty sad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like this is our last semester of high school. It's kind of crazy. Like I was kind of scared after New Year's. I was like, I don't really want this year to start yet.
I mean, it's not really scary. It's more just like, everything's gonna be drastically different.
Yeah. Well, because I haven't really figured out where I'm going to college yet.
You haven't?
You kind of have, haven't you?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to Redlands.
So have you like signed on or anything, or is that just where you're planning to go yet?
I mean, I've applied, and they were talking about how they have a 100% acceptance rate.
Oh, well then there you go.
So, yeah, like I was supposed to have 19s on every subject on my ACT, and the only one that I couldn't freaking raise above, like up to a 19 was math, and it's sitting at an 18.
Yeah, well, math is the worst subject ever, and I feel like it's useless. So,
I mean, it's not useless when it's like applied math, but like,
yeah,
literally, mathematicians just come up with math so they can do more math.
You're not wrong.
It's like, it's a never-ending loop. It's like you have to know this math so you can do this math, and you have to know this math so you can do this math. And it's like, but why? And it's like, so you can do this math.
Yeah, well, I watched A Quiet Place the other day, and they were learning math. I'm like, you're literally in a post-apocalyptic world. You don't need math anymore. No. Like, if he was like learning how to read or something important, I would understand that. But it was math, so
yeah,
it's like, this is dumb.
That ain't it. That ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, but I also didn't realize that A Quiet Place was set in 2020.
Really?
And I didn't realize how accurate they predicted some stuff, because the beginning they were like, New York City on lockdown, death toll in the thousands.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah.
So wait, when was the movie made?
2018, I think. It really wasn't that long time ago, but it feels like it's been out for a long time.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but the second one comes out in April, and that's really the only movie I'm super excited for right now. Because you never know anymore what is going to come out and what's not.
Did you know that Fallout 4 is set in 2074?
Did not know that.
So, like, we about to get there, and it's going to be weird.
Yeah, we've got, like, what, 50 more years? That'll be interesting. Yeah, but I have a couple, topics to talk about, just so we're not sitting in awkward silence.
Okay.
Have you caught up on The Mandalorian?
No.
No, you haven't?
I haven't had the time because I got a new laptop and I bought a World of Warcraft subscription.
Oh yeah, okay, well, let's talk about Christmas. Let's talk about that first.
Okay.
So, what did you get?
The main thing was my new laptop.
Okay,
and that's pretty nice. But I also got a big old box of Dr. Squatch soap.
What is that?
It's like, have you never heard of it before? Like, there's a ton of Instagram ads. It's like all natural soap.
Oh,
and it's like cold pressed and hand cut, and they give it a pep talk before they ship it out to you.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
I don't think they actually do that, but still. But yeah, it's really nice soap. Like, literally the smell sticks on your body, and it's just like, ooh. And then I got the shampoo too, and the soap saver. So it's really nice.
Yeah, you're all set.
I really love the soap. You got any money?
I hope this guy.
What is it?
I don't know. It's Saved by Grace, but yeah,
I have this little change door thingy in my truck.
Oh, that's nice.
And whenever I get spare change or something, I literally just like pop it open and put it in there.
Yeah, I have this thingy, but that's about it.
And then when I see like a homeless person or something, or like someone that's needing donations, I'll just, here you go.
Just a whole handful. I did give a guy yesterday like $2 in quarters yesterday. I felt pretty good about that. But so while we were on Christmas, so that was your main thing, was the laptop?
The laptop and the soap. And then I got a weird wood carving kit.
Ooh.
That like carves it with heat, and you can make like designs on wood and stuff.
Oh, I think Riley Rowan has that. It's like you can like burn stuff into it.
Yeah, it's a very artsy thing, and I don't know if I'm that artsy.
So you just didn't ask for that, that's just what you got?
Oh, I should make all of the Avatar nation symbols.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. Anyway, so I got that. Then just a bunch of other random stuff. I got a crap ton of chocolate, and I'm like, no, this is not good because I have track coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm only gonna be able to eat like one piece of this a day, or I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I still surprisingly have some candy left. I think this is the longest it's been saved.
Like from Christmas?
Yeah.
No. Like you don't understand. Like literally, there's buckets upon buckets full. Like we've got a big old bowl in the kitchen, and it's just got like it's filled to the brim with chocolate and like Reese's and anything you can think of. And then I've got like 3 half-pound Reese's cups sitting in my room. You know what? You know the half-pound Reese's cups, like those enormous ones.
Oh yeah, like the giant ones.
Yeah, I've got 3 of those sitting in my room. I don't know what to do with them, but
that could be a meal.
Then yeah, it was. I ate like half of one of them, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this to myself. And so then I've got like then I've got like all of these just random boxes and bags of candy that I got from my grandma, because like she asked me what I want for Christmas, and I couldn't think of anything, and I knew that if I didn't say anything, she was just gonna keep hounding me about it. And so I was like, chocolate sounds good. It was a mistake.
She just gave you a ton.
Yeah, it was a mistake. They also got me a mini fridge, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
In college.
Well, but the thing is that in my dorm, we have a fridge.
Oh.
Like we've already got a fridge, like
Cool.
a full-size fridge. So I don't know, like for university or something.
I mean, I
like
guess
that.
it's always good to have a mini fridge.
Right now, I'm just using it as a second desk. It's still in the box.
Of course.
Because like the fridge is like 4 feet away from my room. I can literally just get up, walk in the kitchen real quick, grab something. I don't need a mini fridge. At the moment.
At the moment. I mean, you never know. Mini fridge sounds helpful.
Yeah, but my grandparents were just very excessive this year. And then my uncle bought me basketball shoes.
Does he not know you run?
No, he knows that I run. Like that's the thing, is that he knows that I run, and he knows that I don't play basketball at all. But he's just like, I figured you could just like use some more stylish shoes, you know. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna wear Nike basketball shoes on the daily.
Yeah.
So I went and I exchanged them for real running shoes.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, my Hokas are really bad. They're doing that thing again with the plastics poking out of the heel. And it's probably going to start cutting into my ankle pretty soon.
Can't you send them in and get a new pair?
Hopefully, because since we already did that, we don't know. But if not, I now have enough money to make my own.
Swag.
Because, yeah, I signed up for DoorDash now, too. So I do both Postmates and DoorDash, and Postmates is probably the best thing you could do right now, because DoorDash makes a ton of more money than Postmates does, because I made like $50 a day.
Hey.
But you have to schedule, so you can't like quit. Well, I mean, you can quit, but your like acceptance rates goes down.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about Postmates. You can just do one delivery and be done for the day, or just do a bajillion.
If you're feeling like it.
Yeah, if you're feeling like you want to drive a bunch of places, that's the only thing, is it guzzles your gas, but you make enough to.
Yeah, to make up for it.
Yeah.
The thing is that my truck I don't think my truck would be able to handle driving that much. Like, it's already got a crap ton of miles on it.
I mean, if it's already got a bunch of miles on it, you might as well, I mean, what's a couple hundred more?
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to keep that thing for longer so that, you know, so that I have a car.
Yeah, for college. Yeah, my parents want me to sell this one and then buy like an old beater just to drive around and deliver stuff with. But I'm like, yeah, but college.
I kind of need money for that.
Yeah, if I'm going out of state, I would need kind of a good car.
Oh yeah, I got a decent amount of money for Christmas too.
Oh, there we go.
And so I'm literally just saving that for when I'm going to college and I'm gonna need stuff. Like that's gonna be my college budget.
Yeah, it's hard now that I'm making a bunch of money to save up for college, because there's a lot of stuff I want. Like I want a new drone and a new laptop.
It's definitely difficult.
Yeah, it's hard, but
I hate saving money, but I gotta do it anyway.
yeah.
But What did you get for Christmas?
Well, basically, just the GoPro.
Just a GoPro?
And I did get a backpack for it too. But that's basically all I got. I got like 5 things for Christmas. I got this hoodie, which I've worn every single day. And then a Boba Fett Lego Star Wars little mantle thingy helmet.
Hey.
Yeah, I know, that thing is amazing. And I'll probably keep that forever. Like, that's kind of nice, is that Lego, like, does this stuff where you can, like, just display stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, if I get, like, a really cool desk or something, cause if I, like, ever own my own business, I can just, boom.
I like to get gifts that last for a long time. They're like mementos.
Yeah. I mean, those are expensive, though. Like, they have, like, the Lego Star Wars, like, picture frame things, where, like, the studs are the pictures.
Yeah.
It's like $120.
What?
Yeah, like, what? Why? And, like, how hard is it? How expensive is it to make tiny little Legos?
Well, it's also the time they put into making it.
Designing, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. What else?
One time I got Garrett a D&D dice set made out of garnet.
Garnet? What's garnet?
It's like it's a gem rock. It's a gemstone.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm expecting I'm expecting that set to be like sitting in his house on display somewhere like 50 years from now.
You never know.
I'm gonna be like, send me a picture.
Coming back to track for a little bit. So you haven't done track in like 2 years, right? Sophomore year was your last year doing track? So it's probably sophomore. But wait, no, you might have. Because you didn't know who Pena was, and that was our coach last year.
Is that the coach that I met? Like, is that the coach that's there?
Yeah, that's our distance coach for the season. Yeah, he doesn't really like
you
me.
You said, isn't that the guy that like made you run an unreasonable time?
No, we did
the guy that gave extremely hard workouts.
Yes, like an hour-long fartlek on the track. I don't know. I mean, he seems a lot more chill this year, hopefully. But I now have an excuse to not do, because I want to film the track video.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do just distance, because that's selfish, because track is a lot bigger than that.
Yeah.
So I want to film like sprints and high jumps and hurdles and stuff too.
How did you guys do last year? Like,
I mean, we only had 2 meets because the world shut down.
oh, that's rough. I kind of forgot about that part.
Yeah, I know, like that's almost a year ago. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But yeah. Oh look, Scooter's is here. 2 meets. We did a Bethany meet and a PCO meet, and I ran a 2:59.800. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Who's running those now?
That was one race. That was our first race, and I didn't want to do that 4x8.
After all that hard work you guys did?
Anyway, like, what do you plan on doing for the? How do you get into this place without getting a car wreck? Good. Okay, we're going to. I feel like we should rate coffee places we go.
Okay.
I'll just rate coffee throughout and see which is the best place. So by the time I hit like episode 30, we know where to go.
Hello, welcome to Scooter. Would you like to try a blueberry muffin this afternoon?
No, thank you.
What can I do for you?
Can you give us a minute? Okay, so
Nice guy.
Yeah. So get what you want in a reasonable price range.
Where's the cold coffee?
There's iced espresso. I think that's iced stuff.
Okay.
Candy bar latte. What the heck is that?
What's a Carmalicious?
I think they made that word up.
They definitely made that word up. I'll try it.
The Carmalicious?
Yes.
Okay, what size?
Medium.
Okay, now I gotta figure out what I want. You know what? I'll just have that too. Okay, we are ready.
What can we do for you?
We will have 2 medium iced Carmalicious espressos.
2 medium iced Carmalicious. Did you want to add an extra shot to either one?
No thank you.
Alright, anything else we can do for you?
That is it. Thank you. Huh. How did you say that?
I don't know. Carmalicious.
Yeah.
That's just what it was.
We'll see how good it is. We'll see how good this is compared to Starbucks.
Well, Starbucks is like strictly coffee.
I mean, they have good like ice stuff, but I don't know.
So like that's their specialty. I don't know if this is their specialty.
I know a guy that works at the one by the school. My boy Seth, if he ever watches this. Oh, how do I tip with a card?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the downside of having a car like this, is it's always too short for drive-thrus. Thank you.
My truck is always too tall for drive-thrus.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I hate driving a truck, but other times it's nice.
I mean,
It feels like I'm driving a semi.
Yeah, you look more intimidating when you're driving a truck than like the Honda Accord.
You like my hairstyle that I'm working on?
Yeah, is that new?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. You got the part in the middle.
Well, it's a work in progress, but it's called the Bro Flow.
Thank you. Is that what you named it that, or is that actually like the style?
No, that's actually the style that I found.
Thank you.
Alright, you got after that?
You have a good day too.
This website calls it the Bro Flow.
Oh, well, okay.
So
Where
here's
should we go? Where should I drive to? Oh, okay, wait. He looks familiar.
probably some.
I feel like. Oh, that's a guy in Prince Caspian.
Really?
Pretty sure. I haven't seen that movie ever. But
yeah, that's what I'm going for. I gotta grow it out a lot more though. So I was just thinking about it when I was thinking about getting a haircut, but then I was like, well, if I want it to look like that, then I can't really cut it. I'm just gonna have to get it shaped, like for that purpose.
Where should I drive now? Because now I don't want to stop in a parking lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we get a more organic experience when we're driving places. So I don't know. I'll just drive randomly.
Well,
we could go to Edmond.
I actually, because of track, I kind of need to be back to the house and eating lunch by like 1 o'clock.
Okay, we'll get you back by 1. I mean, I've only got an hour of storage on this phone, so.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. I kind of like it.
I've always liked iced coffee.
I'm not really tasting the caramel.
Maybe it sank to the bottom. Or they just like drizzled it on the top.
Not really Carmalicious if it's only on the top. Huh.
Bad aftertaste.
Kind of. So, yeah, what would you rate this?
The coffee?
Yeah, out of like a 1 to 10.
Well, I've always been a sucker for caramelized coffee.
Really?
So, I'd say about 7. It's not as rich as other ones.
So, like, above average, but not top of the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really as much a fan of an iced coffee as hot coffee. But as cold coffee goes, it's pretty good. I mean, so I'm going to rate this based on the name to caramel ratio because they're kind of lying to me.
Caramel ratio.
They're kind of lying to me right now. I'm not feeling much of it. I'm not tasting a bunch of...
Well, there's not supposed to actually be like tons of caramel in it.
Yeah, but Carmalicious means an exaggerated amount, I would assume.
Maybe.
I don't know. I would probably rate that like a 5.5. I mean, coffee-wise is good, but
I could have just gotten like a caramel cappuccino instead. That's it?
I don't know.
That's the entire thing?
I mean, not this whole podcast. I don't know. This is like a thing you do. I don't know. This is our pilot. We'll figure things out how we go. We go with the flow
It's your guinea
here.
pig. Have you done this with anybody else yet?
No, you were our first one. Because I've tried to get Ian to do it for 2 months, and you know how Ian is. It takes him forever to do anything.
Yeah, that is true.
So, but yeah, I want to do either you, Ian, or Keaton for the first one, and then branch out, get the word out, and see if anyone else wants to. And if not, I will ask people. But I don't know how many I should do a month, like maybe once a week or like once every 2 weeks. And I don't know, I've got a lot planned for it because I've had a lot of time to think about it since this idea was conceived.
So where are you expecting from it?
I don't know. I mean, I've always liked the idea of a podcast, of doing a podcast. That was not smart. And I've...
Random topics?
Yeah. I mean, just about everyday life. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're living in a pretty interesting time. So...
Yeah, decently interesting.
Might as well take different people's perspectives on stuff. And coffee's always a good... I mean, coffee's always the thing to go get when you have a chat with someone, I guess.
I forgot to give you the fine print on my biology, but I may or may not be bouncing around in my seat in a good 20 minutes.
I mean, that's what caffeine does, dude. Caffeine just makes me stay awake. Caffeine does not affect me the way most people would expect it to.
Like,
It's kind of annoying.
I literally start shaking around a lot. I can't help it.
Well, you better hold true to your word, because we'll see in 20 minutes. I've always wanted to... I need stuff to edit with. I have a bunch of time on my hands now, because I go to school for 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And concurrent has... I don't even know when concurrent starts for this semester. But, I
so
feel like
2 hours a day, you mean like you get all of your schoolwork done in 2 hours?
Well, the days I actually go to school, I go for Stuco and peer tutoring in elementary, and then track. So I'm at the high school for 1 hour a day.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't have to be at school till 12:15, which is kind of nice, because I can just either work or sleep in or do whatever until then.
That is pretty nice. My mom is home for the week, and so she gets me up at like 7:30, and I'm like, why? Why can't I just get up before show choir?
Yeah, I've never liked sleeping in. Yeah, even like when I was all virtual and when the world was shut down, I wake up at like before 9, because I feel like after 9 for me is like I've wasted too much of the day.
Well, yeah, but when it's not like I try to sleep in. It's like when I wake up, and then I feel good. Like, I don't feel good if I wake up before my natural alarm clock says to.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's understandable for some people. I'm just an early bird, I guess. I get the drowsiness around like 9, 10 o'clock, and then I'm just not fun to anybody.
There was this weird point in time where I woke up every single day at 8:30 on the dot.
Without planning it?
Without planning it. It was pretty crazy, actually.
Huh.
It would always be within like 8:25 to 8:35. It was pretty weird. I don't know why.
I'm kind of liking it. I'll bump it up to a 6. It's a pretty decent coffee.
And it's still sitting at 7 for me.
Oh my word, you already drank like all of it.
I consume things quickly. I don't really like savor, you know?
Do you usually drink coffee like an everyday thing, or is it just...
No. I rarely drink coffee. I will, but I rarely do it.
Because I kind of need it for the day. Like, I usually... that's another reason I like the mornings. I like waking up before anybody else, doing my devotions with a cup of coffee.
I try not to rely on substances to get me going.
Yeah, I know. If I don't drink coffee that day, I'm just tired all day long. It's not good, but...
That's rough.
Yeah. My parents both love coffee, so I guess it's...
Inherited thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you starting feeling bouncy yet?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, because I'm thinking about maybe doing like a little song segment, because that's what you do in a car.
Okay.
But we'll wait until you're super energized for that.
I mean, I'm not trying to like fake it or anything. It'll just like start coming.
I mean, alright, I'm ready for it.
I don't know when, but like it'll start happening subtly, like you don't really notice it, but you can tell there's a difference.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how, because I don't know, I've never really seen you drink coffee, so I don't really know what you're like.
There's another one.
There's another scooter, it's my word, and that's like, you could go into that one.
Wow.
I didn't know scooters had one like that. I don't really know where we're at.
There's one in Bethany, you know?
Yeah. I go to a college discipleship group thingy, and one of the people I know works there at that one. But that was the first time I've been to scooter, so I obviously haven't seen him at work. But I'll make a point to do it in one of these podcasts. Hopefully, I'll find out his schedule and go to scooters just for him. Yeah, I don't know where we're at, but it's fine. I'll figure it out.
It's fine. It's whatever. That guy had a snazzy hat on.
He really did. I feel like we should recap 2020 because this is the first podcast of the year.
Oh boy.
And the first, I mean, we'll go into some of the good things and bad things.
Okay.
Because one of the things I really didn't like towards the end of the year was people like, let's just get through the year. Like all the ads are like, we're almost done. Like let's get there. Yeah, I'm like, it was a tough year. Not gonna lie, it wasn't fun for a lot of it, but there was a lot of stuff that I really liked about it. Honestly, and I was kind of sad it ended.
Yeah, like people just taking time for granted.
Yeah, like that's something that has been a definite plus for 2020 is there was a lot of stuff you figured out you didn't really need that was taken away from you, and then you kind of figured out what you wanted or needed in it.
It was kind of like a wake-up call.
Yeah. But okay, help me remember if I skip over some things. But so the beginning kind of started out like a normal year. Like I don't remember anything really.
Yeah.
January or February that much. Everything else kind of overlaps that. But let's see, it wasn't like World War III scare about to happen. Like weren't people like afraid? I don't know. U.S. and China or something?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am the last person you would go to keep up with current events.
Well, then actually, it's probably good you're getting this information because you probably didn't know about it either then. So I think that was what, like January and February-ish, and then we started first hearing the words COVID-19 around.
Yeah, I never thought it was gonna get this serious.
Yeah, we kind of treated it like a joke, to be honest. We're like, oh no.
Oh no!
And then it showed up from the NBA, and then we were all screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the world shut down in March. And that was weird.
When it started getting famous, when it started causing problems.
Yeah. But yeah, so the world shut down like what, late March? I don't think that's ever happened. That has never happened in the history of the U.S. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. Probably never happened before. So we were shut down for like a month for sure, without any social interaction.
Yeah.
And then I think things started looking up a little bit towards the summer.
I mean,
and then school was out. That was weird.
As a devout gamer back then, that was not that bad for me. Like, I was just like, lockdown? That's nice. I don't have to worry about doing anything or going anywhere.
Yeah, I have clocked in a lot of hours on the Xbox this year. A lot.
I'm getting better at it though. I'm not nearly as obsessed as I used to be. Like, I'll take time to do other things.
Well, that's good. I'm trying to recap without being biased to any side, because this year turned out to be an extremely politicized year.
Yes, definitely.
Because
everybody just thinks that, well,
everybody thinks it's the other person's fault. It's the other side's problem. And I watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, and part of the problem is your social media only shows your side of the issue.
Yeah.
You never get the other side, which is why the other side makes you think that they're idiots for believing this way.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is that half of the country thinks it's being extremely over dramatized. Half of the country thinks it's being extremely dramatic, and then the other half thinks that it's like the end of the world. And so it's like there's two extremes. There's really no in between for what people think, and it's just because of like the stuff that we see and all the stuff that we get on like the news or our feed or just like how our household is.
That's, I think, reached a new different way of how the election happened this year. Just because we never really had social media like this.
Like I feel like it only really turned political because people have different ideas about it, and then
because now in this day and age everyone can voice their opinion.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like your opinion, then you're just wrong. Yeah. And it's kind of sad about how.
And that goes both ways.
It goes every way you can think about it, because that's just how we've been brought up.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, but so I don't remember when it was, but summer the Floyd protests and the riots and all that happened throughout the summer, and then I'm trying to think. I think that kind of carried. I think the election was the only other big thing that happened this year. There's just the weirdest election.
Everything was just fueling each other. Like all of the events that were happening, like kind of meshed together and created one big like super issue.
Well, I think people were also just mad of like all the COVID stuff too.
Yeah,
and that was like their only outlet.
Everybody was just on edge.
Yeah, but I think the election was really like big other thing that happened in November, and you voted, right?
Yes,
like
I
that's yeah, we voted in a very controversial and pivotal election. It's kind of weird, but I'm glad we got to experience it and got to actually be a part.
Yeah.
And we still, it's still weird, but we summed up 2020 pretty good, I think. Is there anything else we've missed? School was weird. We didn't know if we were ever going to go back to school ever again, and then when we did.
That was the longest spring break I've ever had in my life.
It was literally 104 days of summer vacation.
Like they added 2 days, and then we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we're gonna wait another week, and we're like, okay, this is fine, no more school, like for a while. Yeah. And then
it hit the middle of May, and we're like, okay, just let us see people for like a week.
And then they're like, no.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah, don't come back.
Gosh, I never really felt like I graduated junior year. Like I still feel like a junior.
That was junior year, right?
Yeah.
That feels
like I never really feel
it's like second semester of senior year. That feels like so long.
Yeah, like I still don't feel like a senior.
I mean, I kind of do. Well, it's just like I felt like growing up would feel like a big change, you know? Like I thought that everything would be different and all that. But I'm starting to realize that as you grow up, like, your past is, like, preparing you to be comfortable with being older. You know?
We're getting deep here, okay.
So you kind of just, like, ease into it. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, a big change when I turned 18. But then I was just like, well, I mean, I've already been, like, hearing about all the stuff that I'm gonna be responsible for and all that. I've already been driving for a year, and it really just didn't feel that different from being 17.
It really did. Like, really the only thing that was different was we could vote if you were allowed.
Yeah, but that was like for like 20 minutes of my life.
Yeah, and then you can buy cigarettes legally, and you're eligible to.
Which is not like I'm gonna start smoking anyway.
Like, welcome to your new smoking addiction. Yeah, and then there's a lot of jobs you can get now
that you couldn't get before.
Yeah,
but it's not.
But other than that, it's not like a giant life change thing. Like 16 was like, I can drive, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I
can go anywhere.
Adversely affected.
Yeah.
I still remember the first time I drove by myself.
So did I. I was like, oh my word.
I was kind of just like, oh yeah. Just like blasting my radio and everything.
Okay.
And now it kind of sucks.
Yeah, now
it's just like I don't want to drive.
Yeah, like driving's like become such an easy thing. Like it's hard to remember your life without driving.
Honestly.
Like it's been only like 2 years, but like that's because you do it every day.
And then it just like feels so nice when you can just like hop in the car and somebody's driving.
Yeah, you're just like I can just relax. But since 2020 has been pretty negative, I do want to say some positive things about 2020.
Okay.
Because, to be honest, it wasn't the worst year ever.
It wasn't.
Like there have been some worse years for a lot of people.
There has.
I mean, World War II probably sucked for a lot of people, and that lasted more than 1 year.
Yeah.
Other stuff like from centuries ago that we just don't even know about.
All the major events.
Yeah, but so what has been one like thing?
And we're here just like, oh no, I gotta wear a mask and I can't go and visit my grandma.
I've got to stay home and play the Xbox all day.
Oh no.
What a tragedy.
Oh no, gotta get my gaming grind on. Whatever shall I do? I don't have any schoolwork.
I think we're Nichols Hills, not sure. But we'll eventually...
It looks fancy enough to be.
We're eventually making our way back to Bethany.
That anybody with a fence like that has a pool in their backyard, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, so what has been one thing about 2020 that you've enjoyed or didn't expect that you liked? Or, I don't know, just something about 2020 that you really enjoyed? I mean, I can already guess your answer, but I might as well ask you the question.
I got the best girlfriend I've ever had in my life.
That is definitely a plus for 2020.
So, yeah, I mean, like, we took our visit to Colorado, which didn't turn out, like, as good as I thought it was going to be because a lot of stuff got shut down and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's alright because it gave me time to sit in my room and scroll through Instagram and reply to a story that just, like, happened to go somewhere, and then, you know, it just...
And then here you are.
And then here I am. And it's been 5 months.
Wow, that really has been a long time.
It really has been.
So, like, do you think...
Feels like just yesterday.
Do you think that would have happened if last year was like anything like every other year?
No.
So, oh, well then, I mean, there we go.
I mean, it's like, it's not even just like the butterfly effect. It's like if like we were planning on going to Colorado around July, and I think it was the 4th of July when we actually started talking, because she was in my art class, you know, and
there we go.
Then I was just like I was
no better way to find love than an art class.
I always thought she was cute, you know, but then I never thought it would go anywhere. But then I like started talking to her just because I was seeing how she was, you know, because we had a couple of laughs in there.
Yeah.
And it just went really well from there.
So that's your number one. I mean, obviously.
That's definitely my number one thing.
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, we had the holidays.
We did have the holidays.
The holidays, like, even if everybody was still wearing masks all over the place.
We still got to enjoy.
Yeah, we still got
some basic things.
Yeah, we still got to have gatherings, and
yeah,
even if there were restrictions on them, which is what my family did. I don't know about your family, but we still, like, either way, we still had gatherings. We weren't on like strict lockdown procedure the entire time. Like, nobody leave your house.
Yeah, like it's nice, like, keep living your life, just live a little bit differently.
Yeah, like, my parents started working again, and so that was good. My mom has to be extremely careful, though, because she's in a nursing home.
Yeah.
Like, she works in a nursing home, and COVID's a big thing there right now. But, so she's got to wear, like, 3 layers of protection just to make sure she does, like, an old guy doesn't cough on her.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so my parents got their jobs back. My dad, unfortunately, he had to move down a couple of positions, like, just to keep his job, and they're not giving it back to him. Like, they're not giving his manager position back to him just because of his reputation.
That is dumb.
Like, he gets work done, and like, his employees don't like that. Like, they don't like that he stays on top of them and makes sure that they're getting everything done, and so they whine about it, and then he gets in trouble for it. Honestly, I think he's one of the best managers they could have had, and they're just missing out by...
So if anyone's looking for a manager, his dad's...
Well, it's for, like,
there we go,
mechanical stuff and all that.
Okay, well, still...
I mean, I don't know if he's thinking about going other places after he's worked for that company for like 16 years now.
Let's see. Oh wow, we've got 48 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut some of this because that's wow. Did not think we'd make it that long. Okay.
But he's just afraid that nobody's gonna want to hire him because he's getting older.
I mean, God's always got a plan, so we've been evident of this.
That's true.
Evident of this year.
That is true.
Yeah. 2020, I am probably a completely different person than I was a year ago. Like I have met so many people this year that I probably wouldn't have. And I've made so many friendships with people, and I wouldn't take it back just having a normal year. So that's probably my number one. So if anyone was super negative about 2020, don't be. There's always something.
There's always an upside.
Always a plus.
The lining to the nastiness.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's time we do some music.
Okay. I don't think it hit. I don't think the cat.
It hasn't hit yet. It's been a while.
It has been a little bit, but it does. Like again, it takes stuff a little bit to get into your system.
Okay. Well, I think you should get to choose the song.
Okay.
It has to be a straight banger, like a song that you can listen to all the time and just vibe. Preferably one that I know. But
you know this one.
Okay. I actually might make it Liminal Hour, which like is an actual hour, because I have enough.
Where's the volume?
I got it. I think I know what the song is.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I'm trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things and the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying. Time the bar closes and you feel like falling down. I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. Yeah.
Definitely can't.
We can run right. Yeah. Try really hard for that. Tonight.
It's the only words I know.
Now I know that I'm not all that
I've never heard this
you
part.
got. I guess that I just stopped. Maybe we could find new ways to fall apart, but our friends are back, so let's raise them down. One friends who want to carry me home tonight.
I have no idea who this band is. But alright.
You never heard of Fun?
I know I've heard this band. I've heard this song.
Oh, I thought you said you have no idea who this band is.
I don't. I just know what this song is. Huh. It sounded like 21 Pilots to me.
Carry me home tonight. Just carry me home tonight. Carry me home tonight.
This is a good song. You did well.
It is a banger.
This is a vibe.
Carry me
Not disappointed in that area.
tonight. The world is on my side. I have no reason to run, so someone come and carry me tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can run brighter than the sun.
Okay. Kyle Zielinski, everybody.
Oh yeah, you know I hit those riffs.
Yeah.
So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Well, okay. There we go.
Oh yeah. You know I hit those riffs.
Yeah. I mean, you want to be a performer, you gotta know how to do that.
That's more of just like a dream job thing. I actually want a stable job, you know.
Stable job. I mean, there are some stable music jobs out there. There's
Not
some.
a lot.
Not a lot.
Especially in Oklahoma. I would have to move around places.
Hey, but then you get to see the world.
True.
Hopefully.
I'm considering... Have I told you that I'm considering journalism?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I'm considering it. Just because I like to write things. But I don't want to work for a news company because it's always just a bunch of like over-exaggerated and fake crap.
That's true, yeah.
Like, I hate the media.
I mean, maybe you could start your own little newspaper or whatever, blog, I don't know, whatever those websites are called.
That is not a bad idea.
I mean, you can be your own boss, because let me tell you, being your own boss when doing deliveries is the best thing ever. It feels so good.
I mean, that would take a lot of work, though. But still,
Hey, work never comes easy.
I think that would kind of be fun when I get time for it. I might start it in college.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Or during the summer when I have free time.
And then when I'm a super famous director like Christopher Nolan, you can interview me.
Hey. And you can hire me for one of your movie productions.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of that, when are we gonna start our next film? Because
2 tickets.
Hey, shh, that's the only thing we're gonna give away. 'Cause
Okay.
I want it to be a surprise for people. But yes, we are making another project. Instead of Timid, which was just a little short, this one's gonna have dialogue, and it's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be great.
As if we ever find time to sit down and write
We gotta get the whole gang together, you know.
We do.
I mean, we kind of had time to write it today, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, but we gotta get everybody to do that. But anyways, that's coming out in the summer. Write down your calendars. Summer 2021.
2021. That sounds so weird.
That's that weird. Yeah, I was writing down today, and I did 2020. I was like, no, not anymore.
You know what I'm not excited for? 2022. Like 2020 the second.
Why?
Get it? Like 2022 the second, part 2.
I did not think about that. The only thing I'm excited for in 2022 is the Batman.
Hey.
That's the only thing.
Is that gonna be new?
Yeah, it's the first Batman movie that's rated R, hopefully.
Oh.
But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Was The Dark Knight PG-13?
Yes, and that is the best Batman movie we will ever get.
I mean, the part that always grossed me out in that movie the most, like, was when the Joker sewed a bomb inside this dude's belly, and he lifted up his shirt, and I was just like, ugh. So I was like, no.
See, that's one of my top movies. I can watch that movie over and over and over again and never get bored of that movie.
But that was back in the day.
That was back in the day.
When I was like scared of everything.
Yeah, that's a pretty old movie. That's 12 years old.
That is, wow.
That's kind of crazy.
I feel ancient.
I know, like, we've literally been alive for almost 2 decades.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I feel kind of ancient right now.
Gosh. Yeah, like, we lived in the age of VeggieTales and Wildcrats and Backyardigans.
When did the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie come out?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Like the original? You never saw it?
I never really got into
Dude, it's the
Turtles. I was never
greatest.
really exposed to it.
It's the absolute greatest. Oh my gosh.
That is one thing about 2020 that I've enjoyed. I watched a bunch of movies that I hadn't. Like, I probably watched 50 movies that I hadn't seen.
I'm not big on movie watching.
Shows usually?
Yeah, no, I play video games.
Okay. I mean,
I'll sit down and I'll watch a movie every once in a while.
Okay, camera died due to temperature, but we're back, so we might as well do an intro since we're running out of time and we're almost here anyway.
Okay.
So, Kyle Zielinski, everybody, in our very first episode of the Liminal Podcast. We'll see you later.
Pray for my hair.